Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another fantastic episode of Hobby Nonsense. I'm co-host Ray, and I'm joined by the home of the original chicken sandwich wearing hat man, Jesse, aka Sports Boy. Oh, what else you got over there on that?
Oh, baby. You mean Jesse, aka Sports Boy, the coolest? Just fade that out. There you go. We haven't played with the soundboard. It used to be a thing. Every fun thing that I ever did on SCN, the dream got crushed after a while, and so we just stopped doing it.
When you get some meme sounds in there.
Oh, there's a few meme sounds in there. There's one that I love to
play it.
I used to do this with Mike all the time because he's notorious for not turning off his phone. So I would just be like,
no, like the meme, like memes.
I know. I'm just saying I have fun ones as well. Now there are other ones that I actually don't even know if I can play without having to change everything. It's a whole thing. Guys, welcome to the show.
Guys, listen.
Here you go. Here.
Spare no expense here in the Hobby Nonsense.
Emotional damage.
I like that one. It's like a little loud, but
okay.
I think I like it. I like
turtles.
Yeah.
How about that one?
Can we get an apparently?
Oh, yeah, we do need that.
Apparently.
Apparently. Yeah, that would
we need that one on there. Guys, if you're listening to this, put your suggestions down for different meme sounds that we can put down.
I think that'd be good.
We have a meme sound of the week.
Meme sound of the week brought to you by Hobby Nonsense. The meme sound of this week is apparently.
And apparently.
Actually, here's the thing. I was watching Love on the Spectrum.
Oh,
freshest season.
Hold on.
Get comfortable.
Are you done? Are you done with it?
We did. We finished the last episode.
I just finished it last night.
Hang on. No spoilers for anybody out there.
Oh, I'm spoiling everything.
I wonder how many people are out there also listening or watching that. You know, like where's the crossover, the Venn diagram of people who are into cards, listen to podcasts, and also watch Love on the Spectrum? I
bet you it's pretty high.
You think there's a lot of crossover? Maybe.
I think so.
I hope so. I'd love to think that.
Who's your favorite person looking for love?
Oh, this season, like my new person would probably be Logan. Logan's awesome.
Yeah. Shout out to Logan. Sorry,
sorry if you aren't Logan for anybody else. Actually, they're all fantastic.
And spoiler alert, it didn't work out for Logan.
Dude, that's a big spoiler. All right, listen, we can't be talking about love shows.
Well, you know what?
But
there's nothing wrong with loving girls with curvy straight hair.
Again, and if you've seen it, you'll understand it. All I'm saying is allow yourself to feel something and you'll very much enjoy it. I was strictly against it for a long time because it's like,
why?
I just didn't want to feel it. I didn't want to get into like, oh, it's going to be sappy but it makes you feel so good. It makes you feel good about humanity, first off. And then it just makes you feel good in general that there are people out there that can have that kind of happiness. The happiness that some of them receive over a Disney doll is like the happiness I want to receive over literally anything. Like do
you not have anything that you're like super?
I mean, my family, I love them.
Besides your family,
right? Like I love them, but like the card world, like when I'm ripping and pull something really big, that makes me very happy. It's very exciting, even though I know it's not my card, it's someone else's. It's very cool and exciting thing, but the genuine happiness, where like when somebody got engaged to somebody else. That episode, the amount of like tears that came out of my face,
you know what?
Watching that.
He's such a good guy too.
Right. It was
like, we just want to root for that relationship.
So all that being said, it's just a overall feel good show. I think anybody who's a fan of feeling good, which you're listening to this, so you must be, I would suggest checking it out.
Dr. Feelgood.
Fresh off of the Topps conference back out of sunny Arizona. It was hot. I'll tell you that much. But
how hot was it, cool. Mr. Gibson?
It was great.
Oh, you're supposed to do a joke, and then we're supposed to go to the. There you go.
I got that one for you. All right. No, it was a lot of fun. I had a great time being able to be up on stage, do the whole shtick. So the part that I did was where the entertainment section, when it came to talking about the new cards, on Wednesday. I got to go up there with Aaron Abrams, director of entertainment. By the way,
Not J.J. Abrams, the
not
director of
JJ.
Star
A
Wars?
lot of people just assume they're the same person, different person. Actually, pretty cool. Like, he's a cool dude. Like, we actually got to hang out outside of just doing that. We went to me and a couple other guys went
Did you
to.
guys watch Love Island together?
We didn't love. Now, once is enough. You don't have to watch it twice. But we went out to a card shop. Just kind of did things besides card specific. During that time, we talked about things other than cards, and I don't know. He's a cool dude. A lot of the Tops guys are cool guys. They're fun to hang out with. So I took that away as something that I don't know if I really experienced all that much of, like actually hanging out in a non-professional manner. So very enjoyable. No, it wasn't weird. I didn't. I
What'd you
actually
guys
thought
talk about?
I thought I would find it weird, but it wasn't weird. I mean, they're just like normal guys. I don't know.
Why would they not be normal guys?
It's a good point. I don't know why you would assume
Maybe
they
he
wouldn't
would
be.
have thought that hanging out with you would be weird, considering that you wear spaceman costumes on the
At
stage.
the time, I hadn't worn that yet. But
Okay.
he did know about it ahead of time. He was the only person on the top side.
You
Who
give him
knew-
the Iggy.
What does that mean? Is that like the
Give him
tea?
like the heads up.
Spilled the tea? Is that the same thing? Can I
No,
say that?
It's not.
Okay. So I gave him the Iggy. I let him know, hey, this is kind of what I'm thinking. And he thought it was funny. He was cool with it. In hindsight, I started thinking like, I wonder if I should have said something to any of the other Tops people, including like the guy who set it up and invited me to come speak and things like that. But in hindsight, it seems like everybody.
Well, he would have known about you, right? I mean, that's the reason. Can I ask you
listen,
how
you
got?
sign up Sports Boy, you got to expect almost anything, right?
Can I ask you how you got that gig? Like
I
what?
mean,
How
they-
did
they
it come
know-
about?
They know I'm a big fan of the non-sport world. It's
Why
a
Why you and not any other breakers in the space?
Well, because
Some would consider you not being the biggest or the most popular, the most handsome.
who would say I'm not the biggest or most popular? Tell me this right now.
I mean,
who would say that?
listen.
Are you saying that?
I mean, listen.
Literally,
we
the only person in the world that would say that. I'm sitting across the desk.
we are a growing brand.
Listen, I have status outside of just this brand. Okay, I have.
That's
appeal.
why I'm asking you.
So I don't like to toot my own horn. That's my problem. Overall, there is a piece of humility that I think has actually held me back in the grand scheme of putting my face out there into the card world.
Bro, your face is out everywhere.
I know, but that's the thing. I'm not saying like, people need to see more of me. I will say there's an amount of respect that Mike gets that I don't get. And I don't love that because for the longest time I was like the punching bag, like you make a joke and it's about me. Oh, we're not going to talk about my stuff. We're going to talk about your stuff. I never got to shine as much as I would like to actually enjoy a conversation, a back and forth where it's like dual-sided. So this has been so cathartic and fun. And it's also been an opportunity for other people to see that. So we've had Aaron on the show before. They know that I know how to interview somebody.
Mhm.
And so I think that is a big factor of what got me up there.
So the skill set that you have
yeah.
from being in the podcast world and not only being well-rounded,
I think so.
well-spoken.
Going up on stage in the Buzz Lightyear outfit and like doing all that, that's like a silly,
Dude, that's
embarrassing,
awesome, man.
funny. And like I got a lot of people messaging afterward, like, oh man, I don't really remember all the segments. I remember that one guy getting up there in that outfit. And it was like, it's just a silly, fun thing, especially when you're talking about entertainment cards, right?
Listen, I come from a world of sports entertainment. Wrestling is one of my favorite things in the world.
Showmanship.
So,
You get it.
showmanship. It's all about the character, how you present yourself. You know, the person that's playing Ultimate Warrior isn't Ultimate Warrior when he goes at home. You know what I mean? So
Yes.
it's like you're playing a character, you're playing,
Yeah, exactly.
you gotta, like
There's
you
a
said.
time where you got to take off the costume and, actually get real.
Yeah, but you have to also have, to your credit, you have, and I'm not trying to toot your own horn, but like you said, you have everything, all the tools, not just the silliness, but you have all the other tools to
And
make it a good package deal.
That's a really kind thing. thank you for a compliment like that. That
And
that
like I
makes me
said,
feel really
but
good.
I did start it with I don't want to toot your
I
own
know.
horn.
So stop
but-
doing it. Don't toot anymore. Let's just keep going. And this will be a very much like, down and dirty of after conference feelings of like how it all went. And it doesn't really have as much to do with that, but it was a byproduct of what happened.
Well, let's
from the
talk
show.
about some good highlighting things from the conference. Let's talk about, because you were up on stage. Of course, we've already
referenced,
we
yes.
referenced, but of
products.
everything that you had seen that is coming out, what has been some of the most exciting things that maybe, can we talk about it? Can we not talk about
think
it?
The majority.
I know that we were in constant communication while you were there, and you're like, okay, Ray, I just got all this information. If you have time, let's throw it out on socials.
Yes.
And it did really well.
By the
And,
way, huge shout out to Ray and to Shane as well. But Ray was taking the bull by the horns as far as I got stuff out to him like day of, and he was within minutes in some cases putting out posts of like, hey, this is the new product. This is what's going on at the conference. So thank you for
we
that.
have to, you're welcome. We have to be the first on the market, get our name out there. We're trying to, be
Your
the
posts
number
have been
one.
killing it, dude. Absolutely killing
Listen,
it. It's incredible. And there's a certain amount of jealousy I have of like, dang it, he's doing this much better than I ever did. But you've also been doing this way before you came onto this
Correct.
as well. So
Correct.
Yeah, you've got some experience.
And not only do I have social media experience, but I also have graphic design experience.
That's true.
So
Miss Kendros's class, right? That's where you
Come
got
on.
it all back in high
that's
school.
where I met your wife.
That is a true statement.
And all the
It's perfect.
conversations that you and I have now, we used to have together.
It's true. It's true.
Sam and
We I don't care for it, but it's true. The show ultimately led to a number of products that I think a lot of us know about, but there was more detail. So the products that we know are coming are things like Fantastic Four Finest. We know that one's coming.
We
It comes
knew that.
out this Wednesday. By the time you're listening to it,
It's out.
I'm actually probably live breaking on Fanatics Live. I've got cases already listed. It comes out this Wednesday, and there are a number of really cool cards in there, specifically a lot of like the dual and quad autos of both the Fantastic Four, but also they've got like some throwbacks. Like there was a 1990s Fantastic Four movie that was supposed to come out that never did.
Yeah. You didn't hear about that?
I didn't know about
Yeah.
this. I didn't until like I saw
See
that
the
this
pictures
card
of
was
like the
included.
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's crazy. And then like there was a documentary that was made about the
Yeah.
whole thing. So it's funny that the documentary came out, but that nothing else ever did. So all that being the case, though, there is a card dedicated to them because they were actually in. They had little cameos in the Fantastic Four movie, so that's cool. But then we talked about like there are a number of other characters. In fact, a large chunk of the Marvel universe that most of us know and love, with some of the biggest characters, are all in this set as well, because it's all characters that have at one point done storyline with the Fantastic Four. So
Silver
I
Surfer was
appreciate that.
huge.
Oh, Silver Surfer is a huge spot.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom, obviously
Mhm.
huge. Spider-Man. of
Spider-Man.
course.
What's the big
The
purple
big
guy?
the big purple guy.
Yeah.
Wait.
Galactus.
Oh, yeah. Galactus, yes. There's also like some really nice artwork as far as they've got these throwback designs. There's a specific card, the Decades poster, which I think is
Oh,
really
it's
cool.
so cool.
Like number of characters throughout like different time periods. There's a number of chase elements that go with this. For me, I do think it's like that Decades poster, the comic cuts that are going to be included
Those are
as well.
cool.
Because every box does come with either an auto, a sketch, or a comic cut. So you are guaranteed to get one of those. So I'm just looking forward to ripping boxes all morning on Wednesday and hopefully pulling some guys some really big stuff. That product, though, again, like I mentioned, it's already one we knew about. What is like the big chase, though, is the Jack Kirby and Stan Lee cut autos that are going to be in. They are one of ones. There's two of those cards in the entire product set. I don't have high hopes that I'm going to be as fortunate to pull another one and only type of card, but
you never know.
you never
And they're
know.
separate, right? They're not the same card.
No, separate cards. But
Jack Kirby card would be crazy.
right. So that is something that's really cool. The next product, though, that we know is coming, but we haven't really talked about, Masterworks, Star Wars Masterwork. So Star Wars Masterwork is coming in
Looks
June.
insane.
It's as usual. It's loaded. It's going to be one of those where it's like there's either 2 autos or sketches or relics per box. And like every mini box, there's 4 mini boxes. Every mini box does have a hit in there. But this year, they're also including relics in there from the TV shows and movies. So you'll have real life used like on set relics with cards and autographs. And the majority, other than the relic cards, the majority of the autos are on card as well. So they're really doing a fine job, I think, with Star Wars. They've had a lot of time to be able to prep the actors and people that are involved in the shows to get on card autos, because that was one thing that, you know, Aaron and I kind of talked about off camera, was just the amount of time and effort that it can go into just getting one person's autograph and or their likeness, getting approval for their likeness for a card set. Sometimes that they can't just go to the studio of the TV show or movie that they're doing cards of. They have to go to the individual because they maintain their rights. And that person might have 40 different edits before they can say, yes, you can use that image now that I've edited it 40 times.
Wow.
Which that is a real thing. I won't say what movie or show
That's
or
crazy.
person, but that's a real story that like that, those things happen. So it overall, the conference gave me a deeper appreciation of what goes into making all of this happen.
All the licensing
get
and
to
stuff
us.
like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really impressive. And it makes it where it's like, it feels like if some of these stores, I'm like, dude, can we not get on like a pod and just do like a full, like
Just
after
talk-
hours background of what it takes to get these cards to market? And it's like, I think a lot of that is they don't want all of that stuff making it out for one reason or another. And that I kind of hate that because some of these stories are pretty crazy, and
Mhm.
it would make the cards more collectible, in my opinion, knowing what it took to get that card to the finish line. Go ahead.
Are you willing to say maybe an actor that
I'm not.
no?
I'm not.
but you know of some.
I know of some.
How many?
Of actors that are.
Like you would think, man, this is really hard to get.
I'll tell you this much. I know of products that did not hit, that like overall, I think most who collect the non-sport cards
because of IPs.
Did not hit because they couldn't get certain people to sign off, even though they were supposed to have in the beginning. So it's like they had an original plan.
So the whole product got scrapped because of
It like sometimes the product comes out and it's because it's like, well, we still have a lot, so we can do it. But products would have gone from good to great had these things worked out how they were supposed
like
to.
what?
No, no, you're not gonna pull a fast one on me,
Come
buddy.
on,
It's
Yeah.
a nice try,
dude. Licensing is weird. I don't know. Just a little pop culture reference. I know you weren't there, but over the weekend, Coachella happened.
Oh yeah, I
So-
kept seeing so much about Coachella.
So I don't know if you saw that Justin Bieber headlined Coachella.
I did not see that.
And so one of the big meme things is that Justin Bieber basically was live streaming or like had his computer hooked up and there was like a huge screen behind him
Uh huh.
and he's just playing all of his old songs and singing along with them.
Okay.
And the reason why he did that is because he sold his like catalog, or he's now an independent artist. And for him to be able to play live music from all of his old tracks,
Uh huh.
he would have to get permission and licensing from the record company.
Oh wow.
And so the way to kind of avoid that is to play it off of YouTube.
what?
Yeah. And sing
Really?
along with the YouTube track.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah. So it's just playing music video. Like it's like literally you sitting on a desk and playing your old videos and like, check this out, guys.
There's something that's kind of sad, but also like I love the ingenuity of it. He wanted a payday, and he also still wanted.
And
wanted his cake and eat
he
it too.
did live play some of his new music.
He did, yeah.
So
Well, and so knowing things like that is what I think helps to appreciate. Like, I think I don't know if I can say this. Well, no, I think I can say this because I think Aaron said this on one of the previous episodes where it was like they got autos for one of the GPK products from Chuck Norris. They got autos for those cards
Carlos.
3 days before he passed.
Oh, whoa.
And it's just like, what if they got what if they sent that a week later? You know, he wouldn't have been in there. And you think there are tons of stories that are like that. He shared the one about like the whole Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman cards getting into the Deadpool product, or not the Deadpool product, but the Marvel Studios product, getting those into that product within, there was literally a week time frame to get those in there. And they just managed to do it, I think, by, a day or so. So yeah, there's a lot of really funny, interesting stories, stuff about like even going back to like 1977 Star Wars, the first set, hearing some of those stories, which I don't think there's anything wrong with telling it, but a lot of this stuff was just kind of like off the record. So I don't want to like break confidence with some of that. But,
if you don't feel comfortable, I don't.
But all of that being said, if I can share anything that really helps people to appreciate what we're talking about as far as like collecting these kinds of cards, it is not easy to make them happen. It is a very difficult thing to make them happen. And it's much more difficult than it is for many of the sports cards. Like once you get the licensing, especially like with the PA and the team or the league, you can do a lot of things. You can make some cool cards and you can get autographs and all that stuff. It is a whole different animal when you're talking about some of these other ones. Cause it's like, yeah, they may have the rights to make cards with Disney, but then even once you have those rights, a lot of the individual shows and or movies have their own rights. And then the actors and actresses within those shows, they have their own rights. And it's like, there is so many hoops to jump through to get it to the finish line. And I am very impressed and honestly a little in awe that some of these products even make it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I bet you wrestling is probably one of the easiest ones to make.
Well, yeah, because they have like, I think when you sign up with WWE, you are like basically signing away because it's a lot of your,
and they own your character.
Yeah.
So it's like, I'm like John Cena is John Cena because his name is John Cena.
Yes.
But like Stone Cold, his name is Steve Williams. So he legally changed his name to Stone Cold or Steve Austin like after he retired, just so he can have that name recognition.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
and like Dwayne The Rock Johnson, he is Dwayne Johnson. And The Rock, I think he had to buy The Rock from Vince McMahon after he made like all of his money and it was like finally bought the rights to The Rock.
Oh, dang. I didn't realize
so
that
it's like,
well, the products that are coming out, let's get back to that. Let's jump back into, so Masterwork is got a few different things that are coming with it. There's some cool puzzle background, especially for the deep fans of Star Wars, like the ones who know not just like the TVs and movies, but the also like the lore, comic books, the books themselves. There's some.
Have you watched any of the new Darth Maul show?
I saw the first episode.
Okay,
it's pretty cool.
I haven't seen any.
It was pretty cool. I need to watch more of it, but I also found myself like, man, I wish I'd seen like all of Clone Wars and I'd seen all the other stuff. There's actually, I saw a guide of like what episodes to go back and watch if you need to be caught up on the Darth Maul backstory. So I think I may go back and watch some of those like from Rebels and all the other sets.
Did you ever watch the Star Wars? Like it was like an animated 2-part of the Clone Wars, kind of like Samurai Jack.
No, I did not.
Dude, that's awesome.
Well,
we would get done with the football game and we'd all get back, come to my house and we would watch it.
Really?
We'd talk about the game and we would just watch it.
You know what's so funny is I keep finding more and more, like it's funny you say that about like the football players going back and watching Star Wars. More and more athletes are not into sports cards. Like I think they're into sports cards when Topps is around and they've got the cameras out. But if it's just them and or the fans, I feel like they're mostly into either Star Wars cards or mainly Pokemon. Like it's like those are the things that they seem to be genuinely excited about and be more into than almost anything else.
Because they live it.
And
they are the person. It's like
they're like,
let me collect my friend over here. Like that's so weird.
I see these all the time. Like when I'm out there doing them.
It's like this guy's really not that good. Like he's kind of a jerk and he like beats on his wife.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
And then you find out all of the Disney characters are all collecting basketball cards. So it's a flip-flop how they do that. All right. Masterworks, it's got a number of other cards in it. The film cell one that they're bringing into this, which is amazing because they're actually from film cells from the actual movies. The Ultimate Auto Book, which is, they have 4 different ones that will be 10 autographs a piece. I was like, hang
That's
on.
insane.
How do you do this? Because there's like 5 cards per mini box, like
Mhm.
or 4 cards per mini box.
It's
No,
gonna
it
be
is
a
5.
thick.
It's
It's
5.
gonna be a thick daddy.
No. Redemption.
No. Oh.
Which I was like, oh, duh. Of course it would be. I was like, people are gonna know. You can't just have like
Yeah, that's
one in
true.
there. But yeah, they'll have like the original Star Wars set. They'll have the prequel. They'll have what's the post? Well, is it post cool? I don't know.
Mhm.
The 3 movies with Rey and Kylo and all that. They'll have
Maybe-
those actors as well. And then there'll be another one, I think maybe more dedicated to some of the shows and things like that.
What did I see that? What's that guy's name that was in Hail Mary? He's going to be in some sort of Star Wars movie or
Dude,
show.
Hang on. I'm going to talk about that in just a
Oh,
second.
okay.
I'm going to talk about that. After that, we talked about Disney Chrome. That one is also it's showing like they talked about a June release date. Disney Chrome looks very exciting. They are going to include characters from the new Zootopia, which is huge.
Did you watch it?
I have not,
Oh, this
but
guy.
I will. Hoppers, which is huge.
Have you seen that?
No,
Oh man,
I haven't seen any of these.
Toy Story 5. Well,
Toy
granted.
Story 5 will be
It's
in
not
there,
out yet.
not out yet, but it is cool that they'll still have those characters and they'll have the debuts in there. That's one thing I did talk to
That's
Aaron a lot about, where it's like, these movies, a lot of the movies are made for younger audiences, right? Like, even though as adults, some of us still connect with them because, like, Toy Story, we were kids when it
Come
came out.
on,
But, like,
95, son.
But say Zootopia or specifically Hoppers, like that may be made more for a younger audience. And in the next 10, 15, maybe longer, but call it 10, 15 years, those people will have more disposable income or their own income to spend. And these debut cards
Let's hope.
will be big things for them because they'll be like, oh, I love that character. That was their first card. It's the same thing for us. We're going back and looking for all the first cards of the
All the
characters
first
that we
edition
like.
Pokemon cards.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I'm going back and looking for like early Disney stuff or
Mhm.
early Marvel stuff, and it's like they're going to do the same thing. I think there's a lot of thought that goes into the fact of they're putting debuts on there and what characters they're bringing into this universe because they know what will ultimately end up getting more popular.
So, did you get any kind of like? Did you get to see any of the Disney cards or any cards in person?
just
or
the samples that we've posted. I didn't get
Okay.
to see anything in person. No, I wish that
like
would be
physical,
awesome.
or they give you any other clues or?
Well, I mean
like,
the
be on the
multi-signer.
lookout for.
The fact that we'll have multi-signer autographs in that product as well, which is not really a surprise because we've had multi-signer cards, but it'll be where if you've noticed, like I've noticed where there's not like an Aladdin and Jasmine dual auto, right?
Because they
They-
slept with each other, right?
Well, they're the couple in Aladdin. They're together. I don't know what they did. They did sleep. I don't know. There's arrangement. Stop looking at me like that, you pervert. So, anyways, there is a situation where I think they've purposely kind of held back some of these multiple auto cards because they want to hold something for future products. This is one of those things where you're gonna, for the first time, you'll have one of the marketing cards was the Pirates of the Caribbean, Jack Sparrow, Elizabeth Swann, William Turner.
Never seen the movie.
Get out of here, dude. How is this possible? All right. Well,
I'm not
for
much
all
of
of
a
us who
pirate
have,
guy.
for all of us who have seen the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, that's cool. And the fact that they're going to have other dual autos, triple autos, things like that of those characters that we haven't seen before, I love that because that's what we're looking for a lot of times. It's like, what's new? What's the first time? That really gets a lot of people excited. The Yukio
Yukio. I was going to ask you about that.
he made this a point, and I
One
thought
in
it was
3
kinda interesting.
cases, right?
Yeah, and they had to do like cultural sensitivity training to make sure
Really?
that this is like up to snuff. Like no one's gonna be offended, and it's actually like something that benefits the Japanese culture as well. Like so, it's really cool to how much work.
Do they have
goes into
Japanese
this.
animators animate the cards?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I'm
that.
sure they had to.
I
If
feel
they're
like
going to
he
sensitive.
might have said that, but yeah, the overall part of it though is it's a new insert. It looks really cool. I think a number of people will be excited about it. But they're not pulling any punches with like what work they're going into getting these cards done.
Why are they making these cards? Like, what is the reason?
I mean, Topps is
To
everywhere
break into
now.
the
It's not
Asian
just-
market?
Well, I mean, they're already broken into it, right? Like there's a number of international Topps account holders from, I think, Japan, China. There's a few different countries. I can't remember if they didn't end up naming all of them. I met some of them. Very
That's
nice,
cool.
great people. There is obviously a market for these cards in those places, but there's a market for anybody who loves Japanese culture here, which obviously anybody who's ever watched any anime would probably tell you there's plenty of people here in this country alone who love that culture. So I don't think there'll be a problem with finding people who are into these. But that's what I appreciate too, is like they're going out of their way to try and find what's something new. What is a different thing that we could start pulling into here that might be appeal to someone that we've never appealed to before.
I like that.
And I mentioned this on SCN today, but it's really cool too, finding out that Disney now has hired their own card person.
Dude, I love that.
The fact that they have their own card liaison, a person in a position to not only be able to like approve card things with Topps, but also they have a better idea of like, how do we get these into Topps or into Disney shops, into the theme parks and things like that. I think that is one of the best pieces of news I've heard, is the fact that they are being that involved in the card space, because that just means we're going to get more direct contact and access to that side of things. And Disney's the biggest like modern non-sport collectible right now. And they've got now Disney artists, like people who legit.
That was my favorite thing that I saw, that they're using internal Disney artists to do their sketch cards.
Is that
not that I don't have anything against the people that were doing sketch cards before, but there's something about Disney animators doing the sketch cards just hits different.
And they will be, it's not like you're not going to know either. When you pull one, it'll be separate. Like it'll have a separate look. It will even, some of these, he said, like the person who I think they invented the Elsa character. Not only like did they draw it, but they also like came up with the idea. They have sketch cards in this, and they're like multi-textural, like where it's like they use paint, they use like some other
multimedia.
Yeah, multimedia sketches in this product where they use multiple different kinds of art
like
types.
Pen.
And there's also like
color pencil.
They said like there's cutouts on there, so it's like layered almost. So yeah, they're adding so much chase to a lot of this, where it's like, yeah, there may not be anything.
Those in person are incredible,
right? And that's what I appreciate. This goes back again to the time and effort to what goes into it, because it's like, yes, 2024 Chrome and 2023 Disney 100 will probably still continue to be the end all be all, like as far as how collectible those cards are when it comes to the modern Disney collector. But they're not just like resting on like, oh, well, we'll just put out another Disney Chrome, same as last year.
Yeah.
They're like, all right, what do we do to make this different? What do we do to add a new collectible asset to it and to appeal to a wider audience?
Yes, I love that. It's like the first year, it's like, okay, we had Disney, what was it, 2024 was the first year?
2023 Disney 100 is technically the first one since Topps had Disney licensing.
Okay, so that's new.
Yep.
Right? That was the first year they had it, and then you have the legitimate Disney Chrome.
Yes. Yep.
And then you have a little upgrade in 2025 from the year before, and now 26 is even more of an upgrade, if you will. So,
well, and it's cool too, because let me readjust myself here.
Just yourself.
What I appreciated too was like in the slides that they sent out initially to Aaron and myself, because I needed to see what we're going to be talking about so I can ask appropriate questions. And one of the slides was like, it was blanked out on part of it.
I know what you're talking about. And
Ray got included in this because he needed to have the media assets, and that's all I had to be able to send to him.
And you're talking about one of the new things that also is included in the new 2026 Disney Chrome.
Yes,
is the introduction of Disney Channel autographs,
which I think is going to be huge. With I think it'll actually be a little bit bigger with maybe a generation younger than us. What's after millennium?
Millennials
or after millennials? What is after?
Well, they'll probably be like still millennials, but Gen Z. But
I would say
I don't think Gen Z would have hit what we're doing.
I think on the far spectrum on Gen,
like an elder Gen Z.
Yeah. Or the younger Gen Z.
It would be an older.
Yeah, older Gen Zers, younger millennials.
Correct.
Bam.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Got it. Nailed it. All right. So
Nailed it.
that was worth it.
And then Gen Alpha is
don't stop. We
after
don't need
Gen
that.
Z.
We don't need that now. But the Disney Channel autographs, they are going to
your
have
kids Gen Alpha.
Vanessa Hudgens. They'll have Demi Lovato, Raven Simone. There's other people, and that's what I was going to say earlier. Is like I appreciate that there's some people that they know are already in it, but they're like holding back. They didn't want to like reveal at the show or talk about. And I certainly can't talk about it.
Well, I didn't know there was a picture on there, so I didn't know if they weren't able to get the licensing or if it actually was able to.
Yeah.
Was it like a secret? But not much of a secret because you can still see the name that was on the card.
Well, that was not shown to anybody. That slide was not shown to anybody.
It was just shown to you.
Yes.
And then I happened to see it.
You happened to see the same slide.
So do you know for sure if that was a license? Like, is that card going to come out?
Journalistic integrity is a big thing on this show. You know that, right? We both know that. You will never say anything, and I will never say anything so long as they tell us it's not to be on the record. That being said, we do know things. And we know things are kept secret because it makes a bigger splash when comes time to actually putting that product out and making a bigger deal about it. Yes, sometimes it could be like, hey, they weren't able to secure the license. They thought they had it. They didn't, whatever the case.
Mm-hmm.
For this one, I know that they were able to secure. It's just they're purposely holding back.
So the bag was secured.
Yes.
This card will come out.
Yes.
And I'm just going to tease it. I'm going to say to everyone here, 2026 Chrome is going to be a product that you are going to want to pick up.
All right.
That's all I have to say.
That's a fair statement.
I would love a Even Stevens.
Dude, I told
dual auto. Could you imagine
think
that?
about the Shia LaBeouf Even Stevens auto. I told him I wanted Brink. I wanted some Johnny Tsunami in there. There's so many Disney Channel movies that I watched growing up. I don't know if we'll ever.
Dude, what's
see
the
it
basketball one? High School Musical.
Oh,
Zac Efron.
Yes, right? Like you would think. Well, I mean, that's the thing. They've got like Vanessa. Is it Vanessa Hudgens that was in that?
I guess. Yeah.
So it's like maybe. I don't. Yeah. They never said anything about
bet
that.
On it. Bet on it. Bet on
it. So you got to think like there's a lot that they can do with that IP. So all of that being said, they teased at the very end. So we talked about those products at the very end. They teased a few specific products that are coming out that they didn't have many pictures or things like that.
Does our friend Logan know about the product? You might want to pick up one of these cards.
Logan from Love on the Spectrum, hit me up and I'll get you some cards. Okay, buddy. But there's one called Illustri or Illustrious. I can't remember exactly how you pronounce it. It's ILLUSTRIS. Illustrious. Let's say that.
What are you talking about?
There's a product coming out. It's a Marvel product.
Oh, it's okay. Now okay. Gotcha. Okay.
And we didn't get into detail about it, but he did specifically say this will be the first Marvel product that they put out with all original art, which is a big deal.
Whoa.
A lot of people have been wanting more of that because you can tell like there's some images that are also on Upper Deck cards because they use the same kind of images.
Oh.
So they have a Marvel artist. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but they have a Marvel artist that is kind of commissioned to do this set. I don't know if he does all of them himself or if it's kind of like,
I'm sure there's a team.
Kind of like director of that, but all that being said, we will have original Marvel art in a product in the near future for that specific illustrious product.
That's cool.
I've also found out since then that the Toy Story product, the 30th anniversary Toy Story product coming out is very limited. Not many people are getting.
Are we going to be getting some?
We are getting 2 cases of it, which is honestly, I hit it. I hit up my rep and I immediately regretted it. I was just like, hey, is there any chance, I was up there like as Buzz. It'd be kind of cool if I could get maybe a little bit more than 2 cases. And he's just like, this is how much I have. And you got 2. And I'm like, I immediate retract everything I just said. I hope you have a great day.
How are you supposed to know that?
Please forget this. Well, I mean, I didn't know that, but I just felt
so you're
bad.
getting 2 cases.
Yeah.
Could you give us a ballpark of how the number that he had? What was the number that he gave you?
The amount of cases that are going out to the entire breaker community is No, I don't even feel comfortable.
Why?
I don't know. It's less than, I'll tell you this much. It's less than, it's a good deal less than 500. 500 total cases. And when I say a good deal, it's like a lot less than that.
Is it less than 100 cases?
I will not say more. I will not say more.
So it's not more than 100 cases.
I will not say more. So
I'm doing my best here, guys.
You are.
I know,
You're doing really good. Journalistic integrity. Do I have to say it again? One thing I will mention though. So this was not something that came up from Aaron or Tops or anything like that. This was just scrolling social media the morning of the last day of the show. And I happened to see someone posted the release schedule that Walt Disney Studios had just put out about all of the movies that they have coming up over the next, I think it was like 3 or 4 years.
Oh, that's great. Do you have the whole list?
Yeah, I've got it right here.
Cool.
So
Suck it to me, String Bean.
I'll give you 2026 first because we pretty much already know everything that they've got here. But just keep this in mind of like, if Disney's putting this out, then essentially Topps could get an IP to make a card product from it, right? So they got Ready or Not 2 that comes out, or it's already come out. Devil Wears Prada 2, Mandalorian and Grogu, Toy Story 5, the real life Moana movie, Super Troopers 3, The Dog Stars.
Super Troopers is a Disney IP?
Apparently. The Dog Stars, Whale Fall, Wild Horse 9, Hexed, and Avengers Doomsday. I won't lie, I don't know what some of those are. But
that sounds a little scary.
But that's for this year. Let me read off what's coming in 2027. Something called, it's a Pixar movie called Gato. I'm not sure what that is.
Got him.
Gato. Ice Age, Boiling Point, Star Wars, Starfighter, Bluey the movie, The Simpsons movie 2, Frozen 3, Avengers Secret Wars, Planet of the Apes, New Kingdom.
Oh, I love me some Planet of the Apes.
I'm just saying.
Oh, because they own Fox now. That's right. Okay.
I know nothing of anything other than what we talked about on stage. I just know like some backstories of like how some of this came to be. I don't really have any additional detail to provide. But when I saw that, I was just like, can you imagine what they're going to be working on or what they've already been working on to come out in line with these movies? Because that's what, if you haven't noticed, people, they're trying to put things out around the same time, close to the same time, at the same time as the movies and or shows. So to your point about Ryan Gosling being in a Star Wars movie, that is that Star Wars Starfighter. Yeah. So it's like, are we about to see some Ryan Gosling autos in Star Wars products? I would absolutely love that as a big fan of Ryan Gosling. He's very funny.
What's your favorite Ryan Gosling movie?
Can I say my favorite just piece of acting?
No. Because
no,
you would say it's all the SNL skits.
I would
probably.
have. I absolutely would have. My favorite Ryan Gosling movie. Ooh. What's the one? Dang it! Why can't I think of the name of it? With Steve Carell and he's
Big Short.
No, well they are in that movie together,
Yeah.
aren't they? I guess he was good in that too. Ryan Gosling movies. It's not La La Land. It's not The Notebook.
Mine's Drive.
Crazy Stupid Love.
Never saw it.
Really? Man, that's a great movie. It's funny too. But anyways, that would probably be.
You seen Drive?
I don't.
It says
think I
like
actually
2
did.
lines in the movie.
Oh, really? I don't think I did see that one.
It's a great movie.
Okay.
You don't have a scorpion jacket?
Not as many as you'd think. Yeah. Sad. So take what we just talked about, all those movies, and then take the effort that goes into this.
So The Simpsons.
If you're not already appreciating the entertainment field that you're a part of, get appreciative because it is a cool space to be in. You are at the tip of the iceberg because it only gets bigger from here. We are going to see this part of the hobby continue. It's already gotten bigger. In fact, I've got something I wanted to talk about some recent sales that I thought were crazy. And I honestly do think we are at the beginning stage of something that grows to be massive. Because right now, especially for Topps, they've got the basketball and they've got the football and they've got the baseball and they've got all these big money-making parts of their card system. Mm-hmm. And entertainment is really, in comparison, is not that big. But I do think that is going to change. And I think there's a lot of signs to point to of why it's going to change. And everybody getting into it now, whether you're collecting something or not, don't sell it. Or if you're going to sell, maybe sell some, but keep a little bit to the side, especially
Like
if
your
it's a
boy.
big character. Yeah, exactly. Because it's like, if nothing else, save it for the kids or your future kids or whatever the case may be. Because I do think this is one of those where it's like, why did I get rid of that back when it came out? Because we're still dealing with pop counts or production runs that significantly undercut what they put out for all the major sports. We are talking about IPs that have worldwide
Wow, I never
appeal.
thought about that. Yeah.
Worldwide appeal, not just in America. And we are dealing.
We're worldwide. Some would say Mr. Worldwide.
Mr. Will, I would not say it. I don't know how to. But bottom line is, get excited because we're in a fun place. All right.
Out of everything that you saw that was going to come, that you saw that come out in the Tops Industry Conference, what is the thing that you're most excited about?
The thing that I'm most excited
The
about,
release, the card,
as far as the non-sports side of things.
Yeah, of course.
Because I will say, I was actually kind of excited for some of the sports, like how they are leaning more heavily into like some of these fun inserts, like the Tecmo Bowl, for instance, for football.
Well,
But
they see the writing on the wall and they see, to your point, the entertainment side and everything, and they throw it in there, which there might be a little crossover here and there. So
I think there will be. I think you're going to continue to see more of that. So there were a lot of like avenues of product that will appeal to us, the non-sport collector.
Mhm.
But all that being said, the thing that I kind of appreciated the most was just the attention to fandom as opposed to business. Like, we're only in this because of the people that care about these cards and the collectors out there. They made a big point a few times of talking about not just cards, but collectibles in general. And you may or may not know, like there's a Instagram account out there. I think it used to be like Fanatics Collect or something, but it's now just Collect. And it's been huge. Like it's been all their posts, or at least a majority of them, have had these huge numbers of views and likes and stuff like that. And a lot of them are VHS tapes being found, or Lego sets, or something else that gets tied into the collectible world. And I'm just like, wow, we going down this space that we've gone down with Hobby Nonsense. This is the direction that a lot of this is going. It's not just going to stay with cards. Collectibles as a whole are becoming more and more popular. There will be people who are not into cards, but they will be into some kind of fun, nostalgic treasure hunt item that they've been looking for since childhood. And doing what we do on here, which is bring attention to not just the card world, but the collectible world. I think that is a really fun, and it was honestly a very encouraging thing to see at that show.
Nice. This is the way.
This is the way.
Wow, 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 wow.
We can't get sued for that, right? Speaking of not getting sued, we are in the process of updating our logo.
Y'all get
Hobby
ready.
Nonsense, just in case. Just in case. No one's ever said anything, but it is like one of those where it's been in the back of our minds for a while. Like, hey, we probably should get a little update. And it's cool because we signed the contract today. Still haven't got.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I need to actually send the payment over, but signed the contract and it's now official. If anybody's from Nashville area, you'll know, like, I can't remember all of them. I always just think of 5 Points Pizza. There's some other bigger names, but they've done a number of big name logos for the local area. So they'll be doing ours as well, which is pretty cool. Shout out to Bruce.
Shout out. Did you going back to the industry conference, did you get to meet any wrestlers while you were there? Were they out? Like presenting that? They kind of missed the mark on that.
Last time they did, they had Tiffany Stratton
they missed the mark.
They didn't have that this year, unfortunately. But you know what? Let's talk more about this. We actually do have a quick little shout out to eBay Live. By the way, eBay Live on Sunday has been so much fun. And thank you for joining in there, Old Sport. Do appreciate that. This guy over here that was my fourth show last night. And there's been a guy in there named Old Sport for the last 3 episodes before that. I didn't know who it was, but they were very active and they were joking around. And they were the one who came up with the Solar Roy name. only to find out that it was actually Ray who was that
very
person.
meta.
Thank you for being there. But yeah, it's been
Old Sport 55 after The Great Gatsby, and Leonardo DiCaprio says Old Sport 55 times.
So when you said that in the chat the other day, you weren't lying about that part. That part you were being truthful. Well,
55 was my football number, so kind of worked out.
Nice to know you can tell the truth sometimes. Thank you, Ray.
I tell the truth all the time.
But anyways, the shows have been doing nothing but bigger numbers each time. As far as more people in there, the overall engagement is awesome. We had another record, like the highest record sale. They're not crazy. It's not crazy.
What's the highest record sale?
It was like $750.
Dang, that's good. What was the card?
It was a 2024 Topps Chrome Disney Anna. As my wife corrected me about 100 times in the stream last night. It's not
Which
Anna.
is Anna?
I said Anna.
Anna's one
Anna.
N.
Oh, well, don't they pronounce it Anna in Frozen?
They do. Is it two N's?
Two N's, yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
So, but the black and red parallel, the Disney parallel, some may call it.
Yeah.
But the one with like the little outline of Mickey's head.
Mm-hmm.
That's out of 28. And we sold one of those as I believe it was a PSA 9 or maybe it was a 10. But it went for, $750. Those cards. And I think it was a 9 because I forgot Matt had sent this over to me. Funkle had sent me a thing that showed out of 101 from that same set as a PSA 10 just sold for like $700. So honestly, the fact that it went for like $750 was a little low.
Yeah.
So come on over if you're just looking for a deal, because there were a number of cards that people got some really good deals, like where I didn't pull up the pricing. I wasn't 100% on one, thinking like, oh, it's maybe it doesn't sell for all that much, only to find out like, yeah, it's a PSA 8, but there's no card graded higher. And the last one sold for like 150 and it sold for $40. And I'm like, I felt bad at that point, but not all of them get as good of deals, but many people do find some deals in there, which is cool.
Love it. And you're the only one that's selling non-sports.
Yeah.
Non-TCG on eBay Live. So you have the market on lock.
I hope it continues that way for a while, as long as I can. But it's every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Come and check it out. We're trying to make it happen. I want to do it with as few, if any, missed Sunday shows as possible. In fact, I'm cutting short a little weekend getaway this coming weekend so that I can be back for it on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
So Sports Child is real upset with you.
Sports Child she's coming to terms with it. I'm not spending as much time doing other stuff, so I can do that on Sunday nights. So she's getting over the fact that Daddy's away a few hours on Sunday night. Shut up. But all that being said, it's been a lot of fun, and eBay Live has some other great breakers, including Filth Bomb is joining the team of eBay Live sellers, and one of them her name is Jules. She is a bundle of energy and a lot of fun. We did a quick little interview because she has a debut show coming out this coming Wednesday, the same day of this episode. So we had her come on for a few minutes to talk about that. So let's cut over to Jules. All right. So we've got Jules from Filth Bomb Breaks has joined this podcast. Jules, how are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I am doing wonderful. It's so nice to have someone on here. So like you're excited and like energetic and chipper, and it's like, it's infectious almost. Like I want to I don't know, start getting like pumped right now. Are you like,
Thank you.
How long have
You know what? So with Filth Bomb specifically, I've been working with them for about half a year now, and I'm absolutely loving it. I've been in the content world for about a year now, in general, and I joined with Filth Bomb about 6 months ago, and then just started eBay last week or the week before that. And I have been on top of the world since then. I mean, I can't complain about opening packs all the time.
Right? It is. There is something really fun about doing that as a job. Like, even though oh, these aren't my cards, but it's exciting to be able to open them and hope that you're going to get like the big hit. And it is very fun. I'm glad to know that you're so excited. Are you already breaking on eBay Live, or is this going to be a first time coming up?
I just started actually, so I've done about 5 streams so far, but we haven't introduced yet doing like fun single streams yet. we've been doing a lot of box breaks, so a lot of opening booster boxes and collection boxes. And luckily, I have, I guess, the hottest hands currently because I keep pulling all the best cards, all of the best cards.
Well, if that's not an endorsement to come join you over on eBay, I don't know what is. Jules, are
Exactly.
you mainly all Pokemon? Do you do other things besides that?
Mainly all Pokemon. It's what I grew up with, so it's what I've stuck to since day one.
Oh, cool. Very cool. And so
Yeah.
this is something as far as like eBay goes, is it still the same kind of format? Are you going to be doing like just pack rips, or do you do breaks, or is it singles? How do you plan on doing it?
Yeah, so we actually started off doing something called energy breaks, which is really fun and interactive for the chat and everyone involved. It gets like 8 people involved. It's almost like battle royale style. Everyone gets a little taste of like what it's like opening a whole booster box, 2 booster boxes. We also do like individual pack openings. So if someone wants to just buy like 3 packs, or they're feeling crazy and want to do a whole booster box for themselves, we've been doing that. And then we're going to introduce the singles starting this week. Actually, we have some really cool singles and slabs coming in.
Very cool. That is so exciting. And
Yeah.
this is something you're obviously passionate about. Have you been like your own collection? Do you have like specific Pokemon that you collect?
I do. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you like a little clue here. So it's possibly this guy right here. I mean, this is the commitment. Having a Pokemon tattooed on your body. Celebi is my is my ride or die Pokemon. I'm trying to master set every single Celebi card in existence, which is quite the feat. I'm not gonna lie.
Wow, that yeah. I mean, honestly, the first once you get the tattoo on, there's no doubt. Like you are committed to the Pokemon world. So you know you have to be a Pokemon for the rest
Exactly.
of your life, which is not a bad thing.
No, I'm not complaining. I'm in it.
All right, awesome. Well, Jules, again, all our listeners out there who want to come and check you out, you're going to be over on eBay Live. What is the big show on Wednesday? I was told there was going to be a show you were going to be on.
Yes. So eBay Live under Filth Bomb Breaks. You can find me there. We will be doing a hot single stream. I'm talking high end singles. Like I'm not just talking about little like cutesy singles, which we love, of course. I'm talking the big guys. So we're gonna have some really cool vintage stuff, some new chases as singles, raw singles, and then we'll be introducing slabs. It's gonna be absolutely insane. I don't even think I'm ready to see what we're going to be bringing to the table, but it's going to be insane.
Awesome. Jules, I am excited just for the energy level that you're bringing. So thank you for doing
Thank
that.
you.
And hopefully everybody can go and check that out. Again, that is this Wednesday evening on eBay Live. Go under Filth Bomb Breaks. You'll be able to find Jules there.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, Jules,
Yes.
thank you again. And we look forward to seeing you out there.
Thank you.
All right, there we go. Jules, as mentioned, you were just absolutely a darling. I did that interview right before Ray came on. I hope darling doesn't sound too demeaning. I meant that in the best way. She was just very sweet and
You
kind.
can call me darling.
All right, doll. Darling.
Darling.
Can you,
Hello, darling.
Are you okay if I say doll or you
I don't like
darling?
you. Listen.
Listen, you put some respect on that. That's
right.
darling.
That's right.
All right, darling. Well, that being said, she was great. Go check out her show. I did have a shout out to Fleer Ultra Superman. Upper Deck had put this product out last week, the hobby boxes of this. I don't have any of it. Again, it's not as easy for me to get my hands on it sometimes, but it looks so good. Like this, there are some amazing sketches where they have tied in. If you can get them all, I guess if you can get all the same sketches from the same artist, they make like a panoramic.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's so cool.
I saw that, and then there was a number of other like just hits that I had not expected to see. So I ended up pulling up some information just to share as much as we could. The box hits or the case hits are the big ones. I think a lot of people are chasing. They've got these cool like neon green kryptonite cards. The animation cells, which you were pulling up earlier.
I love those.
I do like that they're including more animation cells. Our buddy BJ is trying. He was actually in the process of doing some cards or trying to make like a custom card with cells, and he still is because he got some really cool, real custom. I think they're Marvel characters,
really,
to do it with. And then now all you're seeing is like Topps is putting these out, Upper Deck's putting these out. So it's funny that you're seeing more of that out there. But obviously there's some demand. But they also have like the artist autograph sketch cards, but also just artist autograph cards. The overall set artwork, it's just a very nostalgic feel to it. It's not the exact like Superman animated series that I think a lot of us grew up on, like the last Batman animated series was, right? Like we have a TV show to go back to when we talked about that set. This one doesn't necessarily have a TV show, but it's much more comic related. I think they do a good job of including as many characters as possible. Cyborg, Superman is in there, Power Girl, a number of characters that I think many comic lovers will definitely appreciate. But it also is a product that's not going to break the bank. I think it's like maybe at $150 a hobby box or something like that. Not bad at all, especially considering is like each box has, I think, let me see, how many numbered cards is it? It's 4 base set green parallels, 4 medallion cards, 1 3x3 connected image card, a Bizarro variant or serial number to 100 or higher, and 1 family genealogy card. Very, very cool. I think that set will be one that is much more attainable, especially because this week they come out with the blasters that you'll be able to, I believe, find at Walmart and Target and things like that. So something to keep your eye out for, the Fleer Ultra Superman product. There is a Marvel card. We all know like Marvel rarity, out of 25, out of 10, out of 199, there are different parallels, but there is a Marvel card that apparently they gave away. Apparently, they gave away at a holiday party, like a Topps holiday party. I believe that was the setting, but they are just now starting to hit markets. And I took this screenshot. I can't remember.
There's
Volpe who may have sent this to me.
There's one person that like worked for Pokemon or something like that. And it was like his birthday, and that was like the birthday like gift that he gave out to all the guests, and it's like a really sought after Pokemon card.
Well,
it's got him on it, so I figured it might be something similar.
It's kind of like that in the sense that it is custom, but it is not a individual person. It is Spider-Man. So you have like the most chased Marvel character that they did these custom cards for. And it is, it's from the 2025 Topps Chrome set is where it would have originated from. I guess that's when they were making them. I guess they also made these, and it's basically a number of variations of Spider-Man with a scarf and a like Santa hat on, swinging around, doing different Christmas or holiday related things. So
I have a friend that's a professional. Sorry.
Well, just to finish that off, if you go out to eBay and check some sold listings, the last one sold for $2,380. The one before that was $1,875.
That's
the one before
cool.
that, $2,225, $1,800 for the one before that. And here's the thing: they're like numbered. They've got different ones, different parallels. Some are numbered to 199, some are numbered to 75, some are numbered to 62. I need to know if there's like out of 10s, out of 5s, 1 of 1. That card is, you want to talk about exclusive, that is pretty nuts because I never even heard about it. And being as ingrained in the Topps non-sport world, I would have thought I would have heard something about that.
Well, you heard about it now?
Well, and that's the thing. I'm glad I heard about it. And once I heard, everyone needed to hear. All of you in the community needed to know about it. So very cool card, and keep your eyes peeled. If you ever see a Spider-Man in a holiday outfit and you see, it's $500, grab it. Don't ask questions. Buy it right then, because dang. I mean, the out of 199s are doing upwards of $2,000. I think it's probably a pretty good investment. And I could just imagine someone not realizing, like someone in accounting at Topps got that card and was like, okay, cool. Well, I'll give it to my nephew, and my nephew likes cards.
What it is. They know if they work for Topps, they know what it is.
Yeah, you would think so, but still, keep your eyes peeled, people. All right. So I wanted to make sure I mentioned that. And what else? You got anything else?
Man, I had lots of fun breaking.
Chrome
over the weekend. Shout out to everybody that kept me company, that purchased something. Hopefully I pulled something super awesome for you guys. Shout out to my man, Steve.
Oh, dude, Steve gave
Steve
so
is
much support.
Steve is
Not a
my
sad
guy.
life right there. That's his name.
Steve
that
is
you
my
see in the
guy.
chat.
He is the GOAT for sure. So shout out to everybody that came through. We're gonna be breaking some more wrestling as soon as we get it. We know that WWE royalty comes out, I believe, May 1st. And this is a premium product. Each box, which is 1 pack per box, is gonna have 6 autos
Wait,
per pack.
what is 6 autos per pack?
WWE royalty.
Royalty. I'm sorry. The only reason I got distracted is because I did just get confirmed we will be getting some Sapphire.
Nice.
WWE.
And when is that dropping?
I don't have the date. I can try and pull it up while you're going over royalty.
Yeah, let's make sure we get some royalty too. WWE royalty, I think it comes out May 1st. 6 autos. Why am I saying that weird? 6 autographs, 2 relics, and 10 cards per pack. 4 boxes per case. So super premium. The cards look amazing. This is the product that's going to have the debut WrestleMania patches in them.
Well, here's my only bugaboo.
Ooh.
Jesse's one bugaboo. We don't even have to do a full segment. Just the tiniest of bugaboos. We need a cheap WWE product or cheaper, something that is affordable for like a paper product. But I've had people reach out, and while we were at the show, Shep was there with us, and he went and talked to a couple guys because he's had several requests the same way. A lot of these products are coming out. They're very premium and they're very cool, but they're also expensive. And we just find something that all collectors have an opportunity to buy some of. And granted, there are blasters and there's things like that, but it would be cool if there was just maybe more of a mass amount of a product that a lot of people could get their hands on. I think it would also introduce a lot of people for the first time to WWE, like people who collect cards, but may have not wanted to spend a lot of money on it for their first time. So yeah, but to your point, people are still going to go after that card. Those cards
it's
pretty hard.
It's gonna be crazy. But yeah, man, and dude, we pulled one of the GPK cards.
Ooh.
So shout out to the person that pulled that EO Sky GPK card in one of our breaks out of a Breaker's Delight pack, and it was, man.
Oh, it was a Breaker's Delight?
Yeah, it was a Breaker's Delight. But I've been seeing on socials that a lot of the GPK cards are coming out of mega boxes.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So if you see a mega box out there, make sure to grab it. But I did want to say one more thing for the people that are listening that live within the Nashville area. Jesse and I were going to be setting up together at our very first card show together on May the 23rd.
Yes.
Which is that Saturday. Nashville PokeFest.
Yeah, baby.
But not only Pokemon, they're going to have, Disney non-sports. So we're going to be one of the premier booths there. So it's going to be fun.
I've got a number of slabs that are not Funkles that I'm like, you know what? Some of them are cheap. Some of them are middle, and nothing like crazy, but I'm going to bring a lot of those slabs too. And it'll just be fun I've got some stuff I want to give away. And I just want to do some fun content too.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's going to be great. So if you live within the Nashville area, within driving distance, you want to come meet us, I'll tell you what, I will create a special sticker.
What?
Hobby Nonsense sticker that you can only get at this event.
Oh,
so if you want a 1-of-1 sticker, not technically 1-of-1, but
there'll be multiples of this,
but this is an exclusive to this event. Come check it out. Come find us.
We'll let you know specifics where we're at when we find out. But yeah,
look for the man in the spaceman outfit.
Do I do repeats though? I mean, like I've already worn that out in person to a card show before, and now I've worn it to the Topps conference. I feel like there's a point where people are like, oh, he only has one outfit. He only has one costume. I have multiple costumes. It depends on which
one you want to wear.
I
will tell you this. You might want to get multiple
buzzes.
Yeah, because
that's not going to last much longer.
Yeah, it's got maybe like a couple more wears in it.
I purposely don't do a lot of moving once I'm in it. Like I had to walk up to the stage and on there, but as soon as I'm off, it goes right back in the backpack. Minimal amount of threadbare.
You wear shorts, right?
Yes, I
over
do.
it. Okay, just making sure.
Dude, I can't even describe to you if I'm not wearing anything to cover up. It's a lot of flesh. All right. then there you go. I think that's a great episode. We got a full coverage of what's going on in the entertainment
Can I
world.
say one more thing?
Please say as much as you want.
Funkel's got me down this insane rabbit hole.
What?
I got a Series 1 Mighty Morphin Power Ranger boxes coming.
Yes.
Some of those cards are expensive. There's a hollow Green Ranger.
Yeah, the foil green.
Yeah,
Green
like
Ranger
I'm like,
stuff.
whoa, this thing is looking like I just want to get like a consecutive cert number of like all the Power Rangers. And BJ got me into, he's collecting like Wario cards.
Wario, okay.
And so I'm pretty sure this is the rookie, but there is an insert in one of the Nintendo Power magazines where you can get like the Mario Kart 64 cards in there.
Oh yeah.
Those are coming as well.
Funko got some of those. I think he's getting some graded right now too.
Yeah.
Those will hit some auctions coming up.
So
soon.
just have those in a consecutive graded.
Here's the thing. I didn't know.
Oh, and one more thing that I have coming.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, this is so cool.
What?
Back in 2009, I believe, the Mets had a Seinfeld night, and they did a giveaway of Seinfeld cards. So there's a Jerry, a Kramer, an Elaine, and a George, but it's a New York's Met card.
Yeah.
That they did as a ballpark giveaway.
Did Topps make them, or were they
No,
just
it
custom
was
to them?
Custom to the ballpark.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Dude. That I don't know if I've seen that. That's not the one I have up here, right? No,
Nope.
that's a custom card.
It's a real
It's a real card.
MLB licensed
Yeah.
card with the guys on there.
Is it from the show, or are they just like in the stands? or
No,
something?
it's like, I'll show it to you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that sounds amazing. I am very curious to not only see those, but there's a number of cards that I keep. That's what I love about the eBay stuff is the stuff that Funko is sending me.
Oh, crap.
9 times out of 10, it's like I don't know half of it. Like I haven't seen those cards before. There's so much unique stuff. Now, granted, I haven't seen them in person. Maybe I've seen them online or something, but there's still some I haven't seen, period. Like I didn't even know existed, such as like the Goonies cards that we were doing. We were moving some Goonies cards yesterday. Absolutely amazing. Had no idea that those were there. I have seen this card. Okay, he showed me the Seinfeld cards. Here it is. It is their characters from the show with the Mets Stadium in the background. That is amazing. You bought this? Or you're looking to
I'm
buy?
looking at it. I don't know if I want to
Best
buy
offer?
graded copies right now or
$550 for the raw ones for all 4 of them. Actually, I don't know if that's a terrible deal, especially you get those, send them off, get them signed, and then
there is a sign Jerry already listed.
Oh, is it? Do you know what they're asking?
I can find out.
Yeah, I'd love to know. There's a lot of fun stuff coming down the line in the world of non-sport cars, but also just collectibles in general. If you guys have other things, I know I've already put out this call several times. Next week, I believe it's next Monday's show, there's a really fun guest coming on who he actually sells on Whatnot. I'm trying to think if I've got his name on here. I'll pull it right now. So his name's Mike, but he's with Warehouse Collectibles. You can follow him on Instagram. It is legit a warehouse of comics, action figures, and cards of non-sport stuff. It is something you haven't seen anything like this before, especially when it's mainly non-sport. Because sometimes you'll see it where it's like old baseball cards or, something along those lines to the sports world. But to see the entertainment section of, not even section, I think it's all comic books, action figures, and non-sport cards. Once I saw it on Instagram, I was like, gotta have him on. So he's going to be coming on the show to talk about it, how it came to be, what they found, treasure trove of items in there, all that kind of thing. So that'll be fun.
Shout out to Mike. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. I believe.
You got any jokes?
Do I have any jokes? I have a feeling I know why you're asking for a joke. I don't have a good joke off the top of my head.
I don't have any either.
That's sad.
Just
How
play
is
the
it that
thing.
I'm a dad and I don't have a good joke. Come on.
I don't have any jokes.
You have nothing?
I got nothing. How do you make a tissue dance?
No, I refuse.
Put a little boogie in it.
Why don't scientists trust atoms?
Because they're always splitting.
Because they make up everything.
I like that one.
All right, that's the end of the show. Goodbye.